sixth graders, you're just going to be amazed. I'm amazed. They're doing a fantastic job as they're getting set up here. We worked out 3 pieces that are pretty tough. I purposely challenged them. They took up the challenge, and they're going to do a fantastic job for you. The first piece that the sixth graders are going to play for you this evening is the Black Hawk March. It's the Black Hawk March by Jack Bullock. In it, you will hear a call and response between the high and the low winds, as well as strong percussion rhythms throughout. We invite you to sit back and enjoy the Spirit's March. They were good. All right, the next piece the sixth graders would like to perform you is Contra Dance by Larry Clark. Excuse me. A contra dance is a dance that attained great popularity in France during the late 18th century. It was performed by 2 or more couples facing each other, executing a great variety of steps and motions. The music consisted of a long series of 8-measure phrases that may be repeated over and over. This piece for concert band has certain characteristics of the French contra dance. The melodic material is certainly dance-like, and the appeal of the piece comes from the many repetitions of the main 8-measure theme. Here is contra dance. The sixth grade band will end their portion of tonight's concert with Dorian Rhapsody by Elliot Del Borgo. Del Borgo is one of the most noted contemporary composers of band music. This piece is a vigorous three-part work with lyric and tonality sections in the middle of the piece, providing contrast to the percussive quality of the outer portions. Strong contrapuntal lines are an important element of this piece. Following an option of the Renaissance tradition, the Dorian mode utilized in this piece has the sixth degree of the scale forward by a half step. This piece, by far, for the sixth graders, was a big challenge, but I think you'll be really, really impressed with this. And I present to you your sixth grade band. Here is our Ring of Honor March. Seventh grade band. Thank you. Our next piece, Mark Williams' Primordium, allows us to travel back in time to visit the Earth as it may have been in prehistoric times. Hear the eerie bubbling of the primordial ooze, the raw volcanic power of the ostinato, and the heroic newness of the major fanfare in this intensely colorful work. This is Primordium. classics on the march. The familiar strains of Purcell's Trumpet Voluntary opens this exciting excursion into classical music. The percussion section establishes a rousing marching mood as the band plays its way through the well-known themes from Mozart's Ein Klein Nachtmusik and Symphony No. 40, Beethoven's and Tchaikovsky's Fifth Symphony themes, Mendelssohn's Wedding March, and Handel's Hallelujah Chorus. The mood changes as we hear Pavlizia Dance by Borodin and Haydn's Symphony No. 94. The percussion reestablishes the march beat, accompanying the themes from Beethoven's Symphony No. 9 and Liszt's Hungarian Rhapsody. A brief restatement of the Hallelujah Chorus brings the performance to a dynamic close. There's classics on the march and your 7th grade band. It's their last performance here, their last performance with me, and it's been 3 years for most of these kids with me. They stuck with me, they've been great, and I'm going to miss them. What's being handed out to them is just a certificate of recognition from me, and later on the back, you guys, a little personal note for each of you, because I appreciate and adore each of you, and will miss you as you go on to high school. So I wish you the best of luck. The 8th grade band will open their portion of tonight's program with hilarious Russian sailor's dance from the ballet The Red Poppy. The tune is actually a folk derivation and was interpolated into Glary's memorable score. Here is 8th grade band and Russian sailor's dance. Our next piece will be conducted by our guest conductor for this evening. You may know him. He is the awesome director, PH High School, and I just want to quickly read his biographies in case you haven't seen it, you don't know too much about him. He's been wonderful working with my kids, and as moving on to high school, it's been really great having him come work with my students and readying them for high school. Daniel J. Griffith was born in Livonia, Michigan. He spent most of his childhood in Farmington and Livonia. His music career began with private saxophone lessons as a student in the 4th grade. While attending high school, he participated in the All-State program at Interlochen Center for the Arts for 2 years. After graduation, he attended the University of Michigan, where he received a degree in performance of wind instruments saxophone and his teaching certificate. At U of M, he studied saxophone with Donald Cinta and conducting with Dennis Block, Dr. Kevin Sedetol, Dr. James Tabian, and H. Robert Reynolds. In addition to his students, he was a member of the prestigious symphony band. In 1997, this group toured the Midwest, concluding with an acclaimed performance in Carnegie Hall. He is currently completing his Master's of Music at Michigan State. Currently, Mr. Griffith is the Director of Bands at Fort Erin High School, a position he has held since 1998. Under his direction, the bands have performed to acclaim in New York, Chicago, Orlando, and Colorado Springs. In addition, the school bands have worked with many distinguished musicians, including Steve Davis, Timothy McAllister, Dr. Charles Magini, Jamie Nix, H. Robert Reynolds, Mike Schwam, Kevin Sedetol, Scott Teeple, and Dr. James Tapia. He has been responsible for several innovations in the school's band program, including the expansion of the marching program and the enjoyable collage concert now held annually at the McMorran Auditorium. May I please present to you Mr. Dan Griffith and Instant Swing Concert. forever with me. But before I go on to that, there are a couple little house cleaning things. First of all, at the end of the performance, all students are to be returning their bow ties and cummerbunds to me. I will have 2 boxes up on stage. Do not leave the auditorium without returning your uniform. Thank you. They know I mean business. Also at this point in the program, I would like to present, we have 2 awards that I give out every year, and it's hard every year because there are so many great kids up on stage right now, but I'm going to do the best that I can. The 2 awards that I will be presenting, I'll give you the rundown and then I'll present the award and give you the other one. The Lois M. Wagner Memorial Band Award. Lois Wagner served for many years on the staff of Chippewa Middle School as both a teacher and a counselor. She died in August of 1976. I'm sorry. She was an avid music supporter of the community. It was her wish that memorials be paid into the Chippewa Band Fund, which made it possible for the purchase of many new instruments, and also that an award be given to one of the best 8th grade musicians, or the hardest worker, or the most improved, or a member with an outstanding attitude. Both students that I selected are incredibly hardworking. Through tough times and good times with me, they've been just positive every single day. And I wouldn't be able to sometimes face some of the days I have without these 2. The award for the Lois M. Wagner Memorial will be presented this year to Caitlin Falk and Josh Wilson. If you could please come forward. They can take turns with us at home, so we can take it home tonight, so we can take it home later. But Caitlin Falk, Josh Wilson, a couple of great kids, and I'm going to miss them. They've been trying to get into my box all day, trying to figure out who I selected, and I tell you, it was hard. It's always hard. The next award is the Director's Award for Band. This award is given for a variety of reasons at the discretion of the director. It is presented to an 8th grade band member who has displayed outstanding citizenship and leadership in band and unswerving dedication to the musical organization. The 2 students I selected for the Director's Award are fantastic musicians. They have so much going for them musically, and they are dedicated to the band. They always have been, and they are a positive role model for our other students. The Director's Award for Band for 2004 is presented to Catherine Daniels and Andy Hart. Please come forward. All these kids are fantastically awesome, and I'm going to miss every single one of them. So I present to you this evening their last performance at Chippewa Middle School, your 8th grade band. I got so flustered, I forgot to tell what we're playing. Okay. To close this evening's concert, the 8th grade band will perform a Disney spectacular arranged by John Moss. During this piece, you will hear well-known melodies from Disney movies, including The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, and Aladdin. The piece begins with a taste of Part of Your World and Under the Sea from The Little Mermaid. A changing key and tempo brings us into the lyrical Beauty and the Beast theme, and we are soon caught up in a playful tune of Be Our Guest, both from the movie Beauty and the Beast. We then travel to the city of Agrabah, where you will hear Arabian Nights, A Whole New World, and a powerful jazzy rendition of Friend Like Me, all from the Disney movie of Aladdin. We would like to extend many thanks and much appreciation to each of you as you support your children in music. And we would like to dedicate this song to Mr. Bean, our principal.